Hey, what's up guys, Martin Unix here. Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. Guys, today we're going to do a retwist on tapered Locs, and guys, I'm going to touch more about the technicalities that are involved while doing the retwist, more so when the hair is loose on the scalp. So welcome guys. All right, so welcome guys, and you'll have to excuse me guys. I've done a large portion due to manageability of the time factors. So guys, we are going to do this portion. I've left out this portion, so I hope you are going to learn with me guys. Now we are going to touch more on the techniques which are involved whenever you want to manage the loose hair strands on the scalp surface. That's how our locs looks from the scalp surface. I have been doing comb coil technique, and I will be involving other techniques guys, just to manage the loose hair on the scalp surface. So just work with me guys. So we are going to pick some of the strands. Consider doing some parting, you know. I'm using my professional tip just to do the parting on the scalp surface. That way, just do the parting. Then after doing the parting guys, on my case, you realize that on this particular strand there are no loose strands, and if there is, are not so many. So since we have these little strands guys, we are just going to use our 0.5 mm crochet. This one, I'm gonna use it guys, just to tucking the tips, the loose strands from the scalp surface back to the lock strand. That way, you can have a look guys. Now we are going to do the retwist, and guys, I will be bringing a tutorial on product usage, but for today guys, let's do the retwist. And this is the gel which I usually use. You can have a look. That's how it looks like. It's a loose gel guys. It don't give residues. So I'll touch more on products on my next tutorial. So let's do the retwist. So guys, I said I wanna be doing comb coil technique, and that's how usually done. That way guys, can undo, just for the sake of our beginners. Just pick small amount of gel. That way, on my case, you can have a look guys, just small amount of gel. Then apply at the roots using your professional tip. That way, then pick the strands from the roots, then try and twist them in a clockwise manner. That way, the strands will attach themselves to the lock strand. Then you can palm roll a little bit. Then put that knot on the scalp surface, which prevents the lock strand from unwinding. So guys, let's move to the next section. This is my next strand. As usual guys, I'm going to do the parting that way. Then after doing the parting guys, you realize that and just to touch more on the hair style guys, remember we say that this is tapered hair. So you can have a look guys. We are going to do some shaving down here. We're going to do some lockers. So let's do the retwist. At this part, you realize that some of the lock strands are off the main strand. So some of the hair strands are off the main strand. That way guys, now you just pick the lock strands like on my case, and you can have a look guys. The growth is a little bit, you know, larger, so our growth is wanting. So we are going to attach the hair strands which seems to be loose on the scalp surface. Guys, I will be using 0.5 mm. This is my crochet. That way, remember guys to stick on the channel stick on the video, don't skip, because I'm going to show another technique on my next strand. So let's pick the strands that way. Remember, these are the strands now. Let's pick them using our 0.5 mm that way. And remember that, guys, what happens whenever you're using this crochet hook is that we usually create some micro loops, and after going to and fro severally, guys, you find yourself completing such loops, thereby now tangling the hair a little bit more. You can have a look, guys. I've not done my strand for quite a long time, but if you can closely look, the strands are already attached to the main strand. That's how you attach the hair strands, which seems to be loose on the scalp surface. Now, after doing so, guys, I'm gonna use my freehand technique to interlock the lock strand from the roots twice, that way. And why am I interlocking the hair? My growth is a little bit wanting, so, and all the same, guys, I will be affirming the strands which we have just attached at this level, so that the strands can remain firm on the strand as time goes by, that way. Now let's do the comb coil technique. Remember, this is my locking gel. Just pick small amount of gel. You can have a look, guys, very small. If you pick lots of products, will create lint on the locks, and over time, guys, your locks will be untidy due to the deposit of products. So after attaching the gel at the roots that way, just pick your hair strands from the scalp surface that way using your tail comb. Then try and make some clockwise movements that way. After doing so, guys, I'm just doing it slowly just for the sake of our beginners. Then palm roll your lock strand that way in a clockwise manner. Create a knot on the scalp surface so that your lock strand will not unravel that way. So let's pick this strand here. Now you realize that the most affected part, guys, is the lower part and the crown area, because this is usually the area where the our tapered look begins. So you'll find some strands getting loose at the scalp surface. So let's pick the strands as usual that way. Pick the strands, attach them to the main lock strand using your crochet, which is 0.5 mm. Try and pick such strands and affirm them to the main lock strand that way. You can have a look, guys. It's very simple. Then you can interlock twice. These are the technicalities that are usually involved whenever you want to make some neat work that way, guys. All right, now we can do the retwist. Do the retwist. Guys, after picking your loose hair strands from the scalp, you can use your crochet to attach them to the main strand. On my case, guys, this time around I'm gonna use the 0.5 mm. You can have a look, guys. It's a double hooked crochet hook, so I'm going to use it to attach the strands to the main strand. And remember that, guys, whenever you push your crochet, don't let it come out with a lot of tension, because if you pull your crochet with a lot of tension, guys, you're going to break the loops, and we need the loops so that we can lock the strands together and tangle the hair more. So whenever you pick loops, don't let them go. Push your crochet hook while your crochet is still inside the loops, then pick more strands, let them come out that way with different loops, then repeat the process. That way guys, you can stay loose just to avoid breaking the hair strands. That way, just attach them. Remember, there are many ways on how to do this crochet method. So then I'm gonna interlock my lock strand just to affirm the point of intersection where I've just attached the lock hair strands which were loose on the scalp surface. So guys, I'm going to use my gel that way. Just I'm going to apply some gel on the roots and retwist my lock strand that way. Just leave behind the short hair because this is tapered look. Guys, we are going to do the haircut thereafter. That way guys. Guys, we are on our final strand and you can have a look. There are so many loose strands on the scalp surface, and I'm going to show you another way guys. It's not always necessary you interlock the lock strand on the scalp surface. At times guys, you can choose to go the crochet way. So on this case guys, I'm not going to interlock the lock strand. I'm just going to use my crochet to pick the loose strands, attach them to the lock strand that way. Remember, I've just shown the techniques involved whenever you are doing your crochet movements. So just attach the hair strands that way. You can attach the hair strands as you move to the roots that way. But this is another way guys of doing the retwist. You can choose to do the crochet to a certain level. You don't have to interlock at times, so just do it to a certain level. Remember guys, I'm using locking gel to retwist on the scalp surface. So guys, ideally I'm going to leave this growth so that it can act as a breather on the scalp surface. We need to protect the roots, so we have to leave some growth. Now I'm going to do the retwist. That way, just pick the loose strands on the scalp surface. Make sure you get grip of the such hair strands, then twist your lock strand in a clockwise manner. That way, and palm roll, creating a knot on the scalp surface. That way. So now guys, we are going to hold our lock strands to a middle pony so that we can do the tapered look. Thereafter guys, we shall do the styling together. Guys, now we are going to do the haircut. As you can see guys, we are trying to give our locks a tapered look. Guys, now we are done with our tapered look. We have trimmed the hair. Now guys, we're just doing the haircut. If you want me to bring some tutorials on how to do the barbering guys, I will be bringing tutorials, so you can put that on the comment section. But we are mostly measuring in dreadlocks, but at times guys, you just need to know how to do the barbering, because you'll come across tapered looks, so you need to manage the whole look all together. Guys, now we are through. You can have a look. We have done a high top window pony, and we have just outlined our lock strands. You can have a look guys, a very nice outlining. It's a tapered look. Guys, you can choose to go simple and give your client a middle pony like this one. It's truly amazing, guys, and it's wow. This is our final outcome, guys, and it's truly wow. It's amazing. So come with me, guys, to the next tutorial as I show you on how to do the styling. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being there. You can have a look, guys. We have given a simple style for men's styling. So guys, we have done the retwist as well. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, if you are new here. Keep liking my work, comment and share to your friends. Guys, you can as well support the channel by joining membership. So stay locked for the next tutorial, guys. I'm going to do styling on this particular client. So welcome, guys.